All right. I think we are officially live. Here's the deal. I literally feel like I just got off the camera. I was on yesterday for 4 hours, 4 hours doing our email list building fast track workshop. It was awesome. We had one small little glitch, but other than that, it went really well. Just looked back at the raw footage, and yeah, it's going to be good. But man, it's a lot of time, but it was really focused. It was actionable, and it was fun. And so many people already have been giving me some really great feedback on that. But today, what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of come back on here fresh after I just got done teaching that full workshop, give you some of my thoughts as far as the feedback, as far as like what are people saying after they've been through something like that. And hopefully you can take something away from number one, when you can simplify something, when you can make something actionable. And something that I said a lot yesterday was keeping it super simple. We said that a lot. You can really get a lot done, and you can really tackle something that seems so big, right? Like building your email list can seem daunting, scary, and it doesn't have to be. Now, you can start going down that rabbit hole of like, okay, I'm going to build this automation. We're going to do this sequence. We're going to use Infusionsoft, and we're going to use all of these different triggers. And if this one does this, then it goes over here. And then we're going to send them that sequence. And then we're going to build another sequence. Yes, it can get that way. I don't want it that way, right? So it really comes down to keeping it simple, keeping it basic. All right. And I showed a bunch of examples as far as like really some super easy, super simple landing pages and lead magnets. And yeah, I'm really excited for everyone that did attend. I will say this. We went back and forth, Chris and I, and we decided that we are going to do another live workshop. So we are actually going to do it tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. It'll be Thursday, October 8th, again at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're watching this and you did attend yesterday's workshop, you're invited to come to the second one that we're going to do. And we're doing it for a couple of different reasons. And you guys know on these coffee talks, I always give you guys like the inside scoop, right? A couple of different reasons we're doing this. Number one, we did have an audio glitch. Chris was actually teaching a Facebook ads section where he was showing you how to set up a basic campaign, the structure, and he got about, I don't know, halfway through and his audio cut off. I couldn't get in touch with him. No one could communicate with him, and he was just going. You could see him, and he's teaching his butt off, but no one could hear him. So the minute he got done, we told him, hey, Chris, we lost you, your audio. We could see you, but we lost your audio about halfway through. So Chris, like a champ, went and said, okay, well, let's go back and let's teach it again. And so he went back and taught that section again. So this way here, we had it for the recording, but we did have that one little glitch. It was one little glitch out of 4 hours, which is great, right? It was like 15 minutes of a glitch. But we ended up reshooting that, and then that is now part of the recordings. But the other reason that we wanted to do it was to give people another chance. Also, people that didn't register yet. So if you have not registered to the workshop, we'll give you one more chance to attend this live. And then also it gives us a second recording, right? You guys know that I talk about building your own digital product, right? And how you can do that. I'm doing it right here in front of you guys. Like it is literally unfolding. If you just go back, look at some of those coffee talks, me bringing up the topic of should I do a digital, or should I do a workshop on email list building, or should I do it on a digital product, or as far as creating a digital product, which one do you want me to do first? You guys raised your hand and said email list building. That's what I did. I went ahead and I told people in the Facebook group and inside of the Facebook fan page, I'm thinking about doing a workshop on list building. If I decide to do it, it'll be $27 for the first 100 people. If you want access to this, or if you want to join me, just comment "I'm in the comments. And then we had about 90 people immediately say, I'm in. Then it backfired a little bit on me because then I was going to private message those people. I ended up messaging like 40 people links, and then Facebook decided to put me in Facebook jail and I couldn't message anybody. So then I had to go and start replying to comments. It was kind of a little bit of a nightmare, but did all of that, emailed my list a few times, and then we ended up having over 100 people attend this workshop or register for this workshop. All right. And the whole time in doing this, we're doing it to show up to teach this live workshop. And then also we're building a digital product along the way, getting paid to basically build a digital product. And the minute that it is done, which we're almost done, we're almost wrapped up, because now tomorrow will be the last live workshop that we're going to do on this list building workshop. We're going to take those and we're going to make the best recordings. We're going to take the best recordings, put them up in a training portal, and then anyone that has registered will get access to that, and they can purchase it later. They just won't be able to attend it live, right? But it'll be the recordings of the live. We also have downloads. We gave away the full ebook playbook as far as the email list building playbook. That's not been released yet. It's over 100 pages long. We're giving that away also. We've got a couple other bonuses that if you guys were on live, you know what they are. I'm not going to give them away. They're pretty amazing. So the other reason why we're doing the second one is a few different reasons. Number one, we want to get another recording. We also want to give people another opportunity to attend that didn't have the ability to attend, whether it's a conflict in schedule, time, whatever, or just people that want to show up again, right? So there's a few different reasons why we're doing it. We're doing it because we want to actually get the best absolute recording that we can. And we want to show up and help more people live. We love teaching it live. And if you guys were on there live, you know that there was, a little bit of talk in between that we were having. We took breaks in between, like each section. So all of that stuff. So it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of work on our part. A lot of prep goes into that. We had over 180 slides. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, but we're able to help. We're able to create something that then we can use again. And now it's an asset that's working for us in our business. So there you go. So again, list building, huge, right? If you're building a list, you're going to want something to sell them. A digital product would come next. That will be one of our upcoming fast track workshops, by the way. Same model. See, you see what's happening? So what I'm here to do today, guys, really is I don't have a huge agenda. What I want to do is see if you guys have any questions on list building, or if you had anything and any questions on the workshop, any questions at all. I'm here to answer them. But to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty exhausted today. Yesterday was a long day. So I'm just here showing up because I committed to you guys, and I'm here to help you or get you going on this Wednesday morning. But to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty exhausted, and I got to recharge today. So I'm going to be doing some work. I'm going to be looking at the videos and making sure that the edits are where they need to be and making sure that people get what they need. But I'm going to hang low a little bit here today, take some walks, recharge, and just try to do a little bit less, because tomorrow I'm going to do it again, right? Tomorrow's going to be another long day for me. But it's okay. All right. I got my daughter coming in on Friday too. There's another reason why I can't. I was going to do it on Friday. We ended up switching it because my daughter's coming in. My son's got a test at 2:30 that he's got to take online. So the whole bandwidth is going to be taken up. And my daughter's coming in with my son-in-law and my grandbaby on Friday afternoon. So I want to keep Friday open. So anyway, that's what I got. And I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at the comments. Oh, by the way, I should probably throw this in here. If you're interested in attending Thursday's workshop at 2 p.m. Eastern time, or if you just want to be part of the workshop and get all the recordings and all the bonuses about building your list, well, go to brandcreators.com/list, and you can sign up there. And even if you're watching this a month from now, go there, brandcreators.com/list. I'm telling you right now, it will be the best investment under $50 that you've ever made. Okay. I promise you that. All right. It'll be the best investment that you've ever made under $50. I'm not kidding. And I'm not just saying that because our training, we over delivered on purpose. We want you to get results, but we also want to make it super simple. And you'll hear me say that a lot in that workshop. I also, the other thing is too, the lady that does all of my book edits and all of that stuff, she actually did the email playbook too. She's actually creating some checklists so I can give out. So she's going to go through and give me like 3 or 4 different checklists for each section. And then everyone that attends the workshop is getting those as well. So it's another bonus that I'm adding in there that she's actually working on as we speak. So that will be available hopefully tomorrow for the live, but if not, it'll definitely be Friday. So super excited about that. So let's see here. Who we got in the house here today? We got Phil in the house. What's up, Phil? We got Derek in the house. For some reason today, I'm not seeing profiles. I think StreamYard might be having an issue here today. But I know Derek. What's up, Derek? You were there yesterday. Derek, what was one of your biggest takeaways yesterday from the workshop? Karen, what's up, Karen? Good morning. Love the, I know what Karen that is too, even though I can't see your profile. Number one, it's spelt with an I, but also because you always use the emoji with the hearts for the eyes. We got Debbie here. What's up, Debbie? Good morning to you. Kate, good morning. I had another time commitment yesterday at 2 and had to jump off the call. Was the class recorded? And also you had mentioned that we will be receiving an ebook and a case study. Will that come through email? Thanks so much for all the work you put into the class. It was really great. Kate, yes. Well, number one, we're going to be doing it again tomorrow. So if you wanted to join us again at 2 p.m. Eastern time, you're already in because you've already invested in your ticket or in your spot. So you should have received an email this morning I sent out letting people know that we're going to redo the workshop, or we're going to do it again. And we're also going to try to get the recordings up there by tomorrow afternoon or at the latest Friday. Yeah, so we're going to break it up. It's not going to be a 4-hour long thing. We're going to break it up. Like section 1, is going to be its own video, section 2, section 3. That way there, it's more digestible. But when we're doing it on the workshop, it's like one long, like steady, flow. We took breaks, that if you were there. But yeah, and as far as the playbook that you're going to get, all of that stuff is going to be in the training portal. So once you log in, you're going to see the workshop training, the bonuses. It'll have its own area. Everything will be in there. It's just going to take a little bit of time for us to do it because they're pretty big files that are going to be going up there, the videos and stuff. So it's going to take a little bit of time to do that. But yeah, so it will be there, Kate. And thanks for being there, Kate. I appreciate that. And Kate, while you were there, what was one of your biggest takeaways? Let me know. I would love to see it. Karen, what's up, Karen? How are you? Good morning. Scott and Rockers. A beautiful day. Yeah, I want to talking about Rockers, guys. Big news yesterday. You guys probably heard it. Eddie Van Halen passed away. Man, that really kind of hit me. Eddie Van Halen was a huge inspiration as I was growing up. I remember the album 1984, with Jump and I'll Wait, and just a great album. And yeah, that was a huge loss. And he was battling with cancer for, I think, over 10 years. He was a heavy smoker. Someone said also he kept a metal pick. He would hold it in his mouth, which could have had something to do with him getting throat cancer. And I think he had lung cancer. So again, but just a huge loss. But yeah, talking about a rocker, he was awesome. I loved it. And I loved it that he brought his son into the band around 7 years ago, his son. And that was pretty awesome that he was able to do that for, 5-6 years. Okay. Let's see. Salma, great workshop yesterday. Thanks. No problem, Salma. Salma, again, I'm going to ask you, what was one of your biggest takeaways from the workshop? One of your biggest takeaways. D, what's up? How you doing there? Kay, what's up? Kay, I believe you were there, Kay. Awesome. What was one of your big takeaways, Kay, from the workshop? Even though I know that you're in the academy as well, so you're always getting takeaways, but I'm just curious, from you sitting in on that session, what was your big takeaway? Swamp Picker, what's up? Good morning. Let's see. You have an exciting week. Yes. Busy week. It's going to be fun though. Beautiful weather too. Beautiful weather outside. What's up, Steve? Good morning. Oh, Derek, thank you, man. Got to take that sip of coffee. Absolutely. Yeah. D says, I love checklist. Yeah. It's coming. And inside of the playbook, by the way, the girl that does all of these for me, she knocked it out of the park. Like there's a lot of visuals, there's a lot of examples, screenshots. So everything we taught, you're going to get all those slides too. So you're going to get like 180 slides in our slide deck that teaches. And one of the sections, by the way, if you guys were there live, were you shocked at how quick that you can build a landing page? How I showed you, and I showed you in ConvertKit. But literally, if you have those assets, how quickly you can put it together inside of the slide deck. I actually did each slide as like each step. So it was like step 1, click here. Step 2, click here. So if you just download the slides for that session of building the landing page, it's all you're going to need. And I talked about MVP. Does anybody know what MVP stands for? Put it in the chat. Let's see here. Derek, you and Chris simplified the process and my learning curve and the Facebook strategy was simplified. Awesome. Yes. The one word there that I heard twice was simplified, right? I love that. It's a simplified way of building your list. And the thing is once you get that list built and started being built, you can start having conversations. You can start having conversations with your email list. Now, some people were saying, what if I don't have any content yet? What if I don't have a website yet? What if I don't have a product yet? I'm just going to wait until I have that stuff. No, you do not wait. You start now. Even if you just build your first 500, I would say set yourself the goal to build your list to 500 subscribers. Then if you want, you can back off on the gas if you're paying for it, if you're paying for traffic, which Chris showed you in the workshop, guys. And I think anyone here that was on the live workshop can confirm. He gave you step by step how to set up your first Facebook ad campaign and how to do it with spending just a couple bucks a day, right? To test. And he doesn't recommend that you start with 20 bucks a day. You start at the most with like $5, maybe 10 bucks. $5 is really kind of where you start on a campaign. So yeah. Let's see here. Iva. Hey, Iva. Hi, Scott. Should I do this training or am I getting from a similar content in Email Accelerator? Email Accelerator, Email Marketing Accelerator is what you're referring to. That's inside the academy. The workshop is really a distilled version of part 1. Part 1 in that training is basically the workshop broken down. So what we ended up doing is we took a lot of what we taught in there and then we just taught it in that workshop. And the reason why we did that is because, it's a little bit different, but inside of either one, you're going to do fine. I would probably say the workshop's going to be a quick way to get through it. The Email Marketing Accelerator part 1, it'll take a little bit more time, not much, because it's broken down in bite-sized pieces. But it's basically it's similar. It's the same content in a sense, or the same strategy. But there's a little bit of differences as far as in the workshop. We tried to, obviously in 4 hours, we tried to, kind of compress everything. 4 hours though, 3 hours was the training, an hour was Q&A. So 3 hours is about the training. And after we get done editing it, it'll probably be down to about 2.5 hours, right? So if you blocked out an afternoon on a weekend or something, or at night, and you wanted to go through all of the training, you could. But what's going to happen is you're going to go through the training, and the way that it's set up, whether you go through Email Marketing Accelerator or you go through the workshop, it's going to be broken down like part 1, create your lead magnet. Okay, that's all that you're going to do. 2, you're going to do this. And 3, you're going to do this. Now, Iva, I think you've already started building your list inside the academy. And what you might want to do is just go to whatever section you need help with. But I think we already seen your landing page. I think you got a killer landing page built. So I don't necessarily know if you need to go through that training right now. Pick a spot that you need help with and go from there. What's up, Ruth? Good morning. Let's see. Salama. Big takeaway from yesterday. Have a way for someone to message you when you do a live workshop if you have no sound. Oh, Salama, that is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Yes, that is a big takeaway. And I think that you're half kidding and half serious. That was an issue because I could see Chris in my little thumbnail image of him presenting, and then I could see the slides that he was sharing and he was teaching, but I had no way to let him know. You're right. I even tried to Voxer him quick, but I knew he wasn't going to have his phone on. So there was no way for me to send a buzzer or something to say, hey, if I buzz you, that means there's something wrong, which that might be something we might have to do. But that's a good takeaway. If you're doing a live and you're doing it with someone, make sure that or you have a way to let them know if something went wrong. I had that happen here on a coffee talk. Remember, I didn't have the chat up. I'm talking away for like 15 minutes. I come back and everyone's like, no sound, no sound, no sound. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but no one could tell me. So you're right. We should have a backup there. Minimal viable product. Yes. Minimal, or minimum. Either way works for me. But basically, like a minimum viable product, meaning just keep it as basic as humanly possible, right? Here's a perfect example. The Email Marketing Accelerator inside the Academy, we spent probably 3 weeks creating that training. Chris and I, we shot over 40 videos. It's really, really robust, right? It's like there's a lot of content there, but it's step by step by step. The workshop was us basically saying, how can we teach this in 2 hours, right? How can we distill this down and teach it so people at least understand and get something started and they can start building their list like from scratch? Like, what can we do? So then all we did was outline that, maybe took a day or two, outlined what we were going to teach. And then from there, we showed up on a workshop and taught it. So you're talking like 3-4 days of a commitment, 4 days, let's call it, as a commitment. And then it's done, right? That's a minimum viable product because it's not polished yet, right? Now we're going to polish it, right? So that's what we're talking about. And what we talked about inside the workshop was like, how can you get a lead magnet up as soon as like tomorrow or the next day? And a lot of you are sitting on a blog post. We showed an example of 2 blog posts that we created that we turned into lead magnets. One of them's converting over 30%, like 31%. One of them's converting at like 36, 37%. All from us going like, we want to go ahead and create a lead magnet. What could we create? Let's go to our blog. We've already created 2 posts on there that talk about these 2 topics. Let's take those and turn those into a PDF and let's make that our lead magnet. Create a cover, create a landing page, hook it up to our autoresponder, our email autoresponder, and start driving traffic. Like literally, that's it. No crazy automation, no long auto sequences, none of that stuff yet, right? That's later. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. MVP. Okay. Yes, you're getting it. Being done versus perfect. I love it, right? Something is better than nothing. Right? You can't get any result if you don't have something out there. You have it on paper, or you have it stored on your computer, or you have an idea that's sketched out. You can't actually see if it's going to work or what will happen until we actually get it live. And that's why inside the workshop, we stressed, listen, by the end of the week, you should commit to yourself and give yourself a deadline that you will have your lead magnet and maybe even your landing page built. And then you move on to the next section, which is how do I get traffic? Well, we show you that too. Organic, free, and paid, right? So again, do not overcomplicate the process. All right, guys, I think that is all the questions you guys have, or at least that's all I'm seeing come through here. It's weird because StreamYard is coming through with some people's profiles and some people it's not. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But guys, if you have any questions on building your list, or if you have any questions on the email list building fast track workshop, let me know. But once again, we are going to be doing it tomorrow. Okay. Thursday, October 8th. Yeah, I'm looking at my calendar. 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern time once again. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited, but I am going to be resting my voice today. And I'm going to be taking some walks and recharging and getting a little bit of vitamin D. And from there, we'll show up tomorrow and we'll knock it out of the park once again. And hopefully you can join us. All right. And if you are already registered and you went through it even, or maybe you went through half of it because you had to jump off, you can come back. We already sent you out an email. You should have that email to register for that live call tomorrow. And if you have not yet registered and you're watching this before then and you want to attend the live, just go to brandcreators.com/list and you can grab your spot. And if you're watching this later, much later, a month, 2 months, 6 months from now, go to brandcreators.com/list and you can still have access to the workshop. It will just be the recording that we are offering and all of the bonuses that we're including as well. All right. So guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, have an awesome day. Take care, take action, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.